Evening, guys. So I've had a message a couple of days back, in fact, about another one. Well, I can't call it Dolmar, I guess, because it is actually branded Makita at this stage. So I just did a video for a gentleman who's bought the 341, this girl's older brother then, or older sister, and so I said I'd show the Makita. So it's interesting, the colours and the design changes, because there are several really tiny design changes between the original Dolmar and its incarnations and when they came up through to Makita. So Makita acquired Dolmar officially in '91, although there's an overlap of colour changes and models as well, particularly when you think this is, you know, the DCS341 or a PS341. And so 33 cc's, I think they're beautifully constructed engines, ever so compact. Strange as well, the documentation about the weights for some of the Dolmar saws or the Makitas. So these, I think, have an official weight of 3.9, but the 341 with a 12-inch bar is 5.1 kilos, and this one's 5.2. So perhaps they mean power head only with no fuel and no bar or chain, but so all up weight of around between 10 and 11 pounds depending on the bar setup. They have a 0.4 litre fuel tank, 0.2 litre of oil tank, and obviously electronic ignition. All share the same, exactly the same switchgear naturally. Really, really nice chain brake. Ferocious engines. And I think for the most part they're all running the same setup as well, which is all running 3/8 low profile. So the low profile chain 3/8 is a 1/10 of a thou smaller pitch than the conventional 3/8, as well as being shorter on the height. So 3/8 low profile, and this girl's running a 14-inch bar. I believe this was a brand new bar. So this girl has been on the shelf for about 2 years. Haven't run her again in 2 years unto today. Put some fresh fuel in, a few pulls, and she's running exactly as you see her again. So just incredible reliability for something which just hasn't had any use. So yep, I was asked would I do a couple of cuts. Yes, absolutely. So I checked my notes on this one, and I can tell that when she's pulling round, it's a tiny bit notchy on the sprocket. So if I put her up for sale, which I will put her up for sale, I'll bear in mind that the clutch sprocket has got some wear on it. You can just tell with how it's running round, it's just catching a little bit, and the threads on the little baby oil filler cap are really badly worn on this. I don't know why I haven't changed in the last 2 years. I think it's just because she's a show saw and I've done nothing else to her. So as far as I know, that's the only thing. It's literally, I guess, small in their own right, but good to be aware of. And she's running a genuine steel 3/8 low profile semi chisel. I don't know if she's sharp because she's just not used. So this is interesting after 2 years. Let's see how the girl performs. Just an amazing starting engine, okay, without throttle lock. guys, so beautiful running engine, just again, just a home user saw, and incredibly compact. Interestingly, actually thinking out loud, so this is the 33cc, the PS341. So these make 1.4 kilowatts. So I'm pretty sure their stated is 1.4 kilowatts or 1.9 horsepower across the range, and 33 cc's. And any of you eagle-eyed people, so this girl is in the Dolmar orange, but, and again, she's got a 12-inch, that's a genuine Sachs Dolmar bar. This is the 101, the Dolmar 101 hobby saw. So this is again 33 cc's, but not made by Dolmar. This is a very famous little engine, as given away by the fuel pipe in the back, non-AV, early 70s saw. So this was made by Poulan. This is the XXV, and so Dolmar acquired these from Poulan and they did them in the Dolmar orange. But I was just interested then to think how the engine sounds in comparison, both being 33 cc's. Again, amazing study engine. So, I haven't got my glasses on. This is either a 2002 or 2007. Sorry guys, can't tell. So it's interesting then. I think that's early 70s. So about 30 years difference between the two. Oh. They sound different, don't they? So that's 30 years of, well actually, that's not a Dolmar saw, but just interesting when you have the same displacement engine and you look at two models circa 30 years apart and just how different they sound, and who knows what other internal tweaks have taken place between the early 90s saws and the early 2000s saws. It's surprising just how many design iterations they go through. Okay guys, thanks for watching. That's the beautiful little Makita DCS341, and so going up as a spare, as a repair saw for somebody, needs just a couple of things looking at: this oil filler cap, unless I find one in the meantime, and that sprocket is, I already know, I took the cover off, the sprocket's got some heavy wear into the teeth, and so good to be aware of that as well. Got a few of my old beautiful Dolmars out with me tonight, guys. I'm going to, if I've got enough time, I'm going to fill a couple and do some cuts. Bye for now.